This week on Game On, the Vikings are back and loaded for bear after a disappointing first game. Vikings good hands man Jerome Simpson has our preview. Fans hated to see number 33 go, but that's opened up the door for this talented young center fielder to make his plays. We're introducing you to one of the newest twins, Alex Presley. Boxing's big night is just days away. We're breaking down the big bout in downtown Minneapolis in this week's Tony Time. The chef steps out of the kitchen with some hidden gems. It's so good. And before kickoff, get your fantasy team up to date. The guru gets his fantasy game on. So fasten your seatbelts. We're packed, ready to go. It's time to get your game on.
Now, from Kieran's Irish Pub in the heart of downtown Minneapolis, it's Game On with Rod Simons.
And it's great to have you with us. It's Game On, powered by Kieran's on the patio on game day. Rod Simons, delighted to be with you, and what a day. Vikings at Chicago. The Purple looking for their first victory of the season after a pretty ho-hum start in Detroit. We're going to be talking football with one of your favorites from the Minnesota Vikings, as well as a little baseball too, and we're going to put our dukes up. We're all over the map. So let's get after it. 28 minutes, 30 seconds just for you, and we start by the numbers.
And when we look at the numbers, we find that the Vikings are heading dome for their opener against Cleveland. The Twins are winging west for games out west. The Wild opened their preseason Tuesday against Columbus at the X, and big boxing and fight time ramping up in Minneapolis.
Decided to kick off Game On with number 81 in the house, fresh off that great game in Detroit. Jerome Simpson in the house. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Great. It wasn't a win, but as games go for you, it was the game that you wanted to have. A lot of receptions, a lot of energy, a lot of offensive movement. Wouldn't you say?
Yes, it was. Even though we didn't get the loss, we have things to build off of and just gain our confidence and things that we just need to work on.
Did you make it, was it part of the game plan, I guess, for you to go out and be more a part of the offense than, say, in the last few games last year?
To tell you the truth, I just went out there and just made plays. Whenever my number was called, I just tried to always catch that ball and just make plays for our team and Christian.
You made some dynamic plays. Take us through, a few of the, what play sticks out in your mind?
The play that sticks out of my mind is, I guess, the 47-yard bomb that we had. That kind of got us back in the game, and I had a lot of key first downs that, helped us too, but that one ball, I really think it helped just motivate us that we could have a chance to go win this game.
You guys going to the game against Chicago, obviously hoping to do better on third downs.
Yeah, exactly.
And tightening up a couple of areas on offensively as well as defensively. Is it a team that after the first game is still trying to find its mojo, if you will?
Oh, yes, I guess you could say that. We just need to go in there and just be bold. Everybody just need to go be bold, not be timid, and just play football. And
you know how tough it is in Chicago.
Yeah, it's tough in Chicago, but I believe we can go in there and get a win.
Yeah. Offensively, are you guys okay?
You're never just okay. You always have to build on something and just get better each week. Because when you get too complacent, that's when people start to take advantage of you and you lose ball games. And we just got to go in there and cut out the mistakes and play good football.
I was watching from afar when 28 scored right off the bat. You guys, everybody, fans, players, you name it, the state of Minnesota was sky high after that first offensive play.
Yeah.
How does it unravel like that?
28, that guy's a special guy.
Yeah.
I was just going out there, myself personally, I kind of thought the play was over, and then I hear everybody in the stands screaming. And,
yeah.
Because
you were blocking.
Yeah, I was blocking, and I just turned around and take a peek, and next thing I know, he's running past me, and I'm trying to catch up with him. I'm just trying to catch up with him, and just throwing my one hand up and saying it's a touchdown. And it was awesome just to be able to start the game out like that and see number 28 run that ball.
So when you make the play, you make the catch, it's a first down, and you make your first down move. Do you hear the other players chirping? Because I see a few helmets going right by you.
Yeah, they chirp a little bit, but
what are they saying to you?
I tune a lot of that stuff out. I tune a lot of it out. I just let them know this first down and go back to the huddle.
You let everybody know.
Yeah, go back to the huddle and try to do it again.
Nice. Okay, we got more to talk about. We'll be talking about one of your guys you have to have his back, and a couple other things about the Bears coming up. It's only here. It's number 81 on Game On. It's the football season, but don't forget, after every Twins game, get the final call. We hit all Minnesota sports. Jason Nagel joins me after each and every Twins broadcast. The K-Twin Final Call with Game On Flair, only at 96.3 K-Twin. It's radio for us. We're just warming up. Later on Game On, you're going to meet one of the newest Twins. On deck, more with number 81 exclusively. But first, K-Twin's voice of the fan asking, who's your Vikings quarterback?
It's still, and will be for a while, it's still going to be Ponder. I mean, I have faith in number 7, and I mean, he's really in his only second year as a starter, and he just needs to have confidence and know that the guys have his back. I mean, the O-line needs to do their job to actually have his back, but I think he needs confidence, and he needs to understand that, you know, even with doubters and a kind of ugly loss, that there are plenty of us who still support him and still want him as our leader.
There's a lie that all drivers tell themselves. Death is something that happens to other people. That's how you find the courage to get in the car in the first place.
Is there anything that helps you see the court better or rack up so many assists?
You know who you're playing with. You know, if he can jump, if he likes going left, he likes going right.
No looks in between to know when to throw an alley-oop or...
No, it's just practice.
Ball handling skills, passing.
It's just practice a lot, you know.
Anything else?
I can read minds.
I won't tell anyone.
I know.
Time now to get back in the game. It's Game On TV.
It's Game On, powered by Kieran's. Great to have you with us. Game day. Chicago Bears, Minnesota Vikings, number 81 in the house. Okay, you guys in Chicago, 0-1 out of the gate. A tough place to play, but not intimidated on your part, I would imagine.
Not intimidating at all. We definitely need to get a win this game because it's another conference game. We just got to go in there and play hard and show the Minnesota Vikings football.
Your quarterback has been taking a lot of off-field hits this week after that Detroit game. I know you guys paid just enough attention to social media and the newspapers and radio to hear it. You still got his back?
I got his back 101%. That guy, he's a tough guy, and we just got to go out there and make plays for him. And it's not all about one guy. One guy, he doesn't make that team, or he doesn't mess that outcome of a game up. Yeah. So the people... I guess just that being a quarterback position, everybody sees it, so you know, that's what they want to kind of harp on, but it's definitely not all his fault.
Does it frustrate you guys as players who are actually doing and playing the game to see Ponder get beat up so badly?
Yeah, it's kind of brutal when you see that guy take some of the hits he does or just some of the scrutiny because, you know, deep down, the guy, he's a good guy, and he also plays hard, and I know every day he comes out to work, and I have that guy's back no matter what.
Is it a better football team than people are giving you credit after 1 week?
Yes, it is. We are a better football team than what you've seen that first week.
Yeah. And so we talked about your catches, which I was screaming and loving it in Detroit. I know you got more of those in you, but you and I, since you've been on the show a few times, we got to talk about the flip because I just love the flip. Do you still get comments on the flip?
Oh yeah, every day.
Really?
Yeah, every day. I guess that's just one of the things that I'm known for is that flip, and you know that's one of the things I guess people just kind of remember me by, and I just want to make more plays so they can remember me by more than just that flip.
Is there a possibility that the flip is still alive?
Yeah, it is. I'm 100%. I'm 100%, and you know there's no telling what I could pull out. I might do a backflip, triple front flip or something. I don't know, but
something's there.
Something's there, yeah.
We love it. So we'll have you back, and good luck in Chicago. And by the way, you're looking forward to London.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to London. My first time over there. It's going to be good just to see that that scene. And,
Yeah. Wembley Stadium. Do you have your passport already and all that?
Yeah, it's already ready, turned in, and packed up, and I'm gonna be ready to go.
It's awesome. Well, we'll have fun over in London town and have some conversations as well. So thank you very much. Knock 'em dead in Chicago.
Thank you very much.
81 in the house. We love Jerome Simpson. Only here on Game On. We want you to get into the game by downloading our official Game On app. It's new, improved, and available for iPhones and Android too. From shows to sponsor links, we bring the show to you 24/7. We also link you to our partner site, the best Vikings fan site at purplepride.org. So load it now and get your game on. Stay right there. We're licking our chops for a visit coming from Chef James. We're going to introduce you to the newest Twins outfielder. But up next, it's Tony time, talking the big fight in town. But first, K-Twins voice of the fan asking, who's your Vikings quarterback?
I still have an ounce of faith for Christian. Yeah, Christian Ponder is he's good. This is his third year.
Yeah.
He still has a chance to prove himself.
It starts your morning with the forecast, then watches your energy use all day. It can change your temperature from anywhere in the world, prevent you from heating and cooling an empty house, and still give you a comfortable welcome home. The iComfort Wi-Fi from Lennox.
The most advanced comfort control solution available anywhere is now available for your home.
So call Liberty Comfort Systems and make your home a smart home today.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Hi, I'm Christian Ponder with the Minnesota Vikings. I know how important it is to fuel up so that I can be successful on and off the field. As a partner with the Taste of the NFL and the NFL's Play 60 programs, I am proud to encourage all of my fellow NFL players to do our part to make sure kids get the nutrition they need to learn and play at their best. Go to tasteofthenfl.com and NFL.com to find out how you can help. Welcome to the team.
Welcome back to Game On TV.
It is fight time. It's Tony
Tony time.
Good to have you back in the house. Tony G, always good to have you here.
Good to be
Let's
here.
get right after it. We're, as you said, final countdown to the big fight.
Yep. Yeah. Now we're kind of we're ticking down, getting all the last little X's and O's taken care of for the fight.
Is there a lot that goes into it, the final stages?
Yeah, everything started to take shape now in the last week. But yeah, there's always something. You know, it's kind of boxing promotions is kind of, you got to be the best salesman in the world, but you also got to be the best babysitter in the world. You got to make sure that everybody's getting all their medicals and sanctioning fees and such in. At the same time, you got to make sure that everybody's staying out of trouble and staying maybe not out of trouble, but staying on the right track and staying focused for the fight and everybody's energetic. You got to keep the fans pumped up.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
excited.
You're not having any problem doing that. Let's go down some of the cards. We've had a number of the different fighters here with us. Let's talk first about Lights Out. This kid is energetic. Is he the best fighter in the ring that night?
Well, I don't know. That's a tough one. Jeremy McLaurin, Lights Out. Jeremy McLaurin. He's fighting Tony Lee, who's another real decorator. The one thing that's great about Minnesota is we have a great amateur boxing program here, and we've kicked out some really good, talented kids.
These two really want to fight each other.
There's bad blood between these guys. I don't know. We're going to see fireworks in that fight.
Okay, that's Lights Out. We've also had Shango, which is one of the bigger cards.
Yeah, this is something I'm pretty excited about. We've been working on putting Jamal James on a card for a long time. Jamal James is maybe the most decorated amateur fighter that Minnesota's had.
Yeah.
Real talented kid.
Charged up.
Yeah, charged up out of the Circle of Discipline, which is a great gym. Adonis Frazier is a great trainer.
Who's he fighting?
He's gonna fight Muhammad Kiango, who's super good. Muhammad, he's a product out of Uganda, over in Africa. Real decorated amateur out of Uganda, and this is going to be a real interesting fight because this is the first real test that we get a chance to really see just what we have in Muhammad Kiango. On top of it, as I said, I'm really excited to be able to infuse talent like Jamal James onto the card.
So you got these two. There's 6 fights in all, and the main event. Two guys who don't want to be in the same time zone together.
No.
Sir Ford and Caleb Truex.
Yeah, Golden Caleb Truex from the University of Minnesota. Yeah, as you know, we tried to put these guys together today, and we just weren't able to make it happen. These guys don't want to be anywhere near each other.
Well, I want to protect my jaw, quite frankly. But when you look at this, you think that it could go either way, but Caleb gets a little bit of the nod because of experience.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great fight. I think, Cereso's maybe has a little bit more overall ring experience because of his amateur career. He's probably had 100 amateur fights, including his 20 or so pro fights. But Caleb's fought on the pro level, immensely better competition. He's blown some of the best competition in the world away. He's fought in the European champion, beat the European middleweight champion.
So if people want more information, website right here, it's
SOfights.com.
Tickets, information, upcoming fights, all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Only here. And it's September 21st at the Convention Center. A few tickets still remain. Ringside tickets as well?
There's a few ringside tickets. There's a few tables still available.
It'll be a fight you will not want to miss, especially the main event. Thank you.
Thank you,
Tony
buddy.
Time all the time. Right here on Game On.
Be a part of Minnesota's best radio station at ktwin.com. You can load the station's new app for Apple or Android, and both will deliver the lowdown on community, sports, and music, and both have the 411 on station personalities. On site or on the app, it's free. It's 96.3 K-Twin. We're far from finished. We'll get to your fantasy football with the guru, but next he wears number 1 in the Twins lineup, Alex Presley, on deck. First, though, K-Twin's voice of the fan asking, who's your Vikings quarterback?
I remember very clearly the end of last season, and Ponder had a great game against the Packers, and I thought that, under pressure he did well, and I think that the media and the general public give him a really hard time simply because it's easy to scapegoat the quarterback, but he's young, and he still has an opportunity, in my opinion, to do well. It's just that the Vikings fans they can be very fair weather. It's time to give the guy a chance and put him in for the season, see what happens. That's, if you're going to invest in a quarterback, then invest with him not just monetarily, but invest with your feelings about him and, give the guy a shot. Not every quarterback comes out of the chute and is perfect.
We'll never know if somehow, in some way, we can affect the outcome of a game. But when the clock's winding down and everything's on the line, we all believe.
Time now to get back in the game. It's Game On TV.
Game On, powered by Kieran's. Great to have you back on this game day Sunday. This is Alex Presley, number 1 of the Minnesota Twins. Great to have you in the house.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome to town. You still adjusting?
A little bit, yeah. It's my first time in Minnesota. We never came here when I was with the Pirates, so it's a nice town, and I'm enjoying it so far.
You've made a nice impression. I mean, you get to town, you're already getting lots of hits, playing nearly every day in center field. Is center field the place that you want to play, and is the adjustment on the field going well for you?
It's going well. Anytime you're getting hits, early on especially, it's good to make a good impression. But I like center field. I played a lot of left field last year. In Pittsburgh, I played a ton of left field. We got McCutcheon in center, so he's got that pretty well secured.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anywhere I'm on the field, and anywhere I'm getting in the batter's box is where I'm happy.
You come to a Twins team that has tons of young talent finding its way, will obviously regroup over the offseason and make a solid push because the All-Star game's here at Target Field next year. I mean, it's a team on the upside.
It is. There's a lot of guys that are trying to make their name in the big leagues, and it's a lot of fun, and the team's been a lot of fun so far. You know, everybody's laid back. You know, just having fun and trying to win games down the stretch. And like you said, I mean, going into next year, this month is big for a lot of guys and the team as well.
You a football fan too?
Yep.
What's your favorite team?
New Orleans.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
You're kind of in a purple town now.
I know. I had to kind of adopt the Steelers. I might have to adopt the Vikings a little bit. So,
yeah. We don't talk a lot about the Saints after a couple of years.
NFC, so I don't know if I can how much I can root for them.
Well, we'll work on that. Nice to have you in town, and continued best wishes. Keep doing great.
Appreciate it.
Nice to have you in the house. Number 1, Alex Presley in the house. Only here. It's Game On. It's a busy sports week. Let's get your update from the Purple Pride Planner. The Twins are back against Detroit on September 23rd at Target Field. Cleveland opens the Dome for the Vikings on September 22nd. It's the Wolves in Moscow in October and the Wild in Columbus on Tuesday. The Lynx are moving on to the playoffs. Gopher football will host San Jose State, United FC in San Antonio, and the Swarm will open at the X January 19th against Philadelphia. North Dakota against Montana State, Delaware State at North Dakota State, South Dakota's at Northern Arizona, and look at that, South Dakota State has to tangle at Nebraska. The PGA with its Tour Championship, the Champions Tour in Hawaii, NASCAR in New Hampshire, and boxing at the Convention Center. Don't forget our podcast with Rod Webby and the A-Train. A new one is loaded and ready to go. You can always reach us at GameOnTVMN.com. And that's the latest from the Purple Pride Planner. Basketball's nearly back. Get up to speed with the Wolves on my weekly blog, Simon Says at Timberwolves.com. Full of inside information. We got you covered. It's Simon Says every Thursday at Timberwolves.com. Still more before we're wrapped. The chef steps out of the kitchen with some can't-miss picks from Kieran's. That, the Mayak Minute, and a fantasy football update. It's all next on Game On.
That is a touchdown, Reggie Bush.
They don't agree on much, these two, but they do love K-Twin, these two.
Hey, Gardy, you know the Twins are on our favorite radio station?
Yeah, we're excited to be on FM.
Will you start a radio? Make it out to Keith and Kevin? Kevin and Keith.
Keith and Kevin's fine.
Kevin then Keith.
How about combine it?
Kethaven?
How would you spell that? Keitheiketeven.
Put me in cold. I'm ready to play.
Being creative is who we are.
At Wallingberg and Deeply, families are our passion. We help create new families.
This combination of experience, passion, and creativity allows us to fully represent individuals in family court crises.
Wallingberg and Deeply believes in families. We will listen, counsel, and advocate for you. Wallingberg and Deeply, the premier family law firm of Minnesota.
Always great to be in the kitchen with Chef James and the bandana.
It's warm out, Rod.
Nice, nice. Very good. Going all over the food, so that's good.
Playing it safe.
Twins are wrapping up their season. You're going to be busy with the Wolves and lots of special events done.
As fall kicks in, we start seeing a lot more special events coming to the pub, especially gearing towards Thanksgiving and the holidays.
Yeah.
A lot of companies come in for their holiday parties over that season.
And you have some very special items that we have not seen, quite frankly. Let's go around the little plate.
Okay. We do some different things on the banquet menu that we don't do in the pub due to some time consistency issues, timing issues. We have some corned beef pickle roll-ups with whipped cream cheese. We do an assortment of different canapes. Here's a couple for you. We got the roasted apple gorgonzola, with balsamic glaze. We got a warm pepperoni and Irish cheddar with chopped scallions. We do house-made barbecue meatballs with a house-made smoky barbecue sauce.
I just snuck one. They're incredible.
They're great.
Unbelievable.
It's awesome.
And you have, obviously...
We do vegetable crudités, party platters.
With my favorite.
And of course, you and your wife's favorite, roasted garlic hummus. We do big bowls of that as a party platter. It's a big hit.
Tell us about the wraps. I've never seen these before.
We call it Minnesota sushi.
Nice.
Shaved corned beef. We braise 5 hours in-house. Same stuff we do on the Reubens. We shave it a little thinner so we can get it wrapped around that pickle, house whipped cream cheese. Awesome.
Look at that. And I've already had a couple of these. These are amazing as well.
The smoky barbecue really adds a good depth to the flavor. Chopped scallions for some
nice touch.
Yeah,
a
for a little fresh aromatics on top.
Yeah.
Works great.
And I'll be stealing the hummus and enjoying that.
That's all for you, Rod.
Yeah, it's good stuff. With anything they need, Kierans.com. Send you an email, take care of business.
Talk to our special events coordinator, Whitney Gale. She's at 612-904-1000 over at the local.
Yeah.
Give her a call.
Nice stuff. You're the best.
Thanks, Rod.
Only here in the 60-second chef with the bandana. It is fantasy football time. Wouldn't be Sunday without the Game On Guru. Let's get right to it. The Manning Bowl with Denver at the Giants.
Yeah, it's over 900 yards of passing for the two Manning brothers week one, 11 touchdowns between the two. Just unbelievable numbers, and they're very competitive. So you've seen them eat Oreos in their commercials and things like that. Should be a competitive, high-scoring day for both of them.
And a week after the Vikings get taken care of, Reggie Bush and the Lions and the Cardinals.
Yeah, Reggie Bush is a phenomenal athlete. One thing that people aren't giving him credit for since he's gone to Miami is that he's an every down back.
Yeah.
He carried the ball 21 times. He's not the fragile 12 to 15 touch guy, so start him as your number one back if you have him on your roster.
Fragile, them are fighting words.
Right, and on the Cardinals side, Carson Palmer looked great, and he's making a happy camper out of Larry Fitzgerald.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Yes, he is. Pittsburgh and Cincinnati?
Yeah, Pittsburgh's struggling. So I picked this game more so as a way to watch A.J. Green do his thing.
Yeah.
Just unbelievable numbers him and Dalton have been putting together. They're both in their third seasons. Tremendous rapport between the two, and you're going to have to see A.J. Green in the end zone again.
Web guys are ready for you on Sundays. Don't forget, get all the last-minute updates. Go to GameOnTVMN.com and get the fantasy guru's last-minute information, right?
Yes, sir.
Only there in the fantasy. Tis the color of the season, purple, and no one catches the Vikings like Game On picture partner Logan Craig Photography. This week, Viking fans are taking in the game together, huddling around a television, sporting their finest in purple, hoping that number 28 runs wild in the Windy City, too. It's nearly home opener time for the Vikings, and it's time to get their game on. Unforgettable pictures and one-of-a-kind memories, all found at Logan Craig Photography. Check him out, Logan Craig Photography. Time again for the MIAC Minute. The conference has a new tool for you to get closer and up-to-date on all things MIAC. The promotional efforts began days ago with the launch of the new MIAC Sportsmanship Respect Your Rivals campaign. Leading the campaign is a new sportsmanship video edited and produced by Gustavus women's hockey student athlete Carolyn Dreyer. It offers student athletes, coaches, administrators, officials, and fans a reminder to uphold the values of sportsmanship throughout the new season. And you can always go to the official MIAC website for updates 52/7. And that's your MIAC Minute. Great show it's been. Thank you for letting us be a part of your weekend. Don't forget, get all our updates at GameOnTVMN.com. And we look forward to having you at our next taping and seeing you next Sunday, only here on Game On. Until then, make sure you have a great week and keep your game on.